All right, today we're diving deep into the snowy highlands of Araucana. Why? Because we're breaking down the story, the sound, and all the secrets of a hip-hop trio that's nothing short of legendary, the Frostline Queens. Let's do this.
You hear that? That one line, it tells you everything you need to know. This isn't just music, it's a full-on force of nature. It's an identity that was literally forged in ice and rhythm. This, right here, is the sound of the Frostline Queens.
So, what do we even call this sound of theirs? It's so unique. Well, they have a name for it, Frostka ia hip-hop. And it's a genre they didn't just pioneer, they pretty much are the genre.
And it's not just one thing, it's this amazing fusion. You've got the hard-hitting, aggressive punch of ska, but then it's mixed with these melodic, almost playful ya sways, and all of it is wrapped up in these deep lyrical stories about their home, the snowy highlands.
You can really hear that playful vibe in this hook from their track Ya Ya Highland Swing. It's bouncy, it's so catchy, and it's pure Frostline Queens. It's the kind of rhythm that makes you want to move, even if you're stuck in a blizzard.
But, it wasn't all just fun and games. Their music had this core of unshakable confidence, this real pride. A line like this, that's not just a brag, it's a statement of resilience. It's them declaring to the world that their spirit is just as tough, just as indestructible as the mountains they come from.
So, who were the three women behind this absolute avalanche of sound? Okay, let's meet the queens themselves.
This quote from Kira Frostka just says it all, doesn't it? Their whole identity. It's not some persona they put on for the stage. No, this is something they were born into. That Highland rhythm, it's literally in their DNA.
And each member, she brings her own unique storm to the group. First, you've got Kira, the Glacier Oracle. Her verses just feel ancient, timeless. Then there's Yara, the Velvet Fang. Her delivery can be as soft as snowfall, and then bam, the bars hit you with the force of a hailstorm. And finally, Skavia, the Storm Whisperer. Her flow is just as wild and unpredictable as the weather up in the Highlands.
Now, to really get their music, you have to get where they came from, their story, and the land that made them. They're completely inseparable.
I mean, just try to picture this place. It's harsh, it's vast, it can be incredibly isolating. But for them, it was the perfect amphitheater. It was a place where every single word, every beat, had this incredible weight and just carried for miles across the frozen landscape.
And their origin story? It is not what you'd expect. They didn't just meet in some studio. No, way more epic. They met at a secret lyrical battle during the winter solstice. But instead of going against each other, they combined their totally unique styles and created something brand new, a rebellion in rhyme.
Even their iconic look, that wasn't just about fashion. As Yara herself explained, up in the Highlands, style is literally survival. Every piece of clothing is armor against the biting cold, but it's also a powerful expression of who they are. It was their way of shining, even in a blizzard.
Okay, but who were they when they weren't on stage, behind the mics and the fur cloaks? Let's take a look at the actual individuals beneath those ice crowns.
For Kira, the Glacier Oracle, there was this incredibly deep, spiritual side to her craft. That ancient-sounding flow of hers wasn't just a style choice, it was a ritual. It was her way of channeling her family, her heritage, into every single performance. And then you've got Yara. On stage, she's the Velvet Fang, all playful, chaotic energy. But this quote, it just reveals this secret vulnerability. Turns out she was a hidden romantic, channeling all these softer emotions into poetry. What a beautiful contrast to her public persona. Skavia, the Storm Whisperer, always seems so unshakable on stage. But her strength, it came from a place of real struggle. Her iconic silver hair wasn't just a look, it was a trophy. A badge of honor from a battle she won against a deadly illness, and a promise she made to herself to always shine.
So what you have here is this incredible contrast. On one side, you've got the legendary personas, the crown, but on the other, you have the deeply human truths behind them, the queen. And it's that duality right there that makes their stories and their music so unbelievably powerful.
Their impact on the Highlands was absolutely seismic, but like all the greatest legends, their story doesn't have a clear ending. It just has a big question mark.
After completely reshaping the sound of their entire homeland, the Frostline Queens just disappeared. They left behind nothing but echoes and a whole lot of speculation. Just gone.
And the theories about what happened? They're as mythic as the group itself. I mean, some people say they ascended and became part of the aurora. Others think they literally became the wind. And some believe they built a secret haven, the Echo Cradle, to help out the next generation. The honest truth is, nobody really knows, which only makes their legend grow.
And maybe that's the whole point. This lyric, it feels like their final statement to the world. They're telling us they didn't just make music, they conquered the impossible. They left a permanent mark, and their names literally echo on those sacred peaks.
So we're going to end it with their famous sign-off. And it's so much more than a catchphrase, isn't it? It's a mission statement. It's for their fans, for anyone who's facing their own harsh winter. It's the enduring, unbreakable spirit of the Frostline Queens.